Almost 25 years ago, Toy Story 2 premiered in theaters, and it was a massive hit, making the newly formed Pixar a household name. But the making of this movie wasn't quite good, and I would say it was complicated.
And in today's story, we're going to figure out how this movie was planned for a direct-to-DVD sequel, and it was almost deleted except for one person. This is
The Complicated History on Toy Story 2. Chapter 1: The Idea. Around the time of the first Toy Story's release, Pixar's co-CEO at the time, John Lasseter, was traveling after working on the first Toy Story.
Anyway, at an airport, John saw a little kid go up to his dad and like, "Hey Dad, I found this cool Woody doll." And I think his dad was like, "Wow, that's nice. Anyway, I'm gonna go get milk. That's like hundreds of miles away. So have fun with your Woody doll." Listen kid, he's never coming back. Also, I should do a sequel.
Later on, in 1996, Disney and Pixar were in talks to make a Toy Story sequel, but instead of making it going into theaters, Disney said, "Hey, we're doing some direct-to-home media sequels to our old movies, and we were wondering if a Toy Story sequel could work in that format." So, on March 12, 1997, during a press meeting, it was announced that a sequel to Toy Story would come to VHS sometime in 1998 or in 1999. But there was one problem. Chapter 2: The Problem. When the sequel was announced, they quickly realized that all of their 300 animators were trying to finish up A Bug's Life set for that Thanksgiving 1998 release. So, to combat this, they hired 95 animators of their computer game department, and Steve Jobs, Pixar's CEO at the time, shut down the department. They're like, "Hey, we're gonna let you do that, so no more video games." Although they had some problems, like making the humans not look like toys, and adding 2 million dust particles, everything was looking okay.
But then came November 1997, when some Disney executives looked at the film and said, "We love the story, and we decided we're giving it a theatrical release." Wait, what? So not only did they have to finish the movie by the 1999 deadline, but they also needed to be theater worthy. Then in 1998, the movie was almost lost when all of it was gone, followed by the code you see here, and it was up to a woman to save the movie. And finally, when John Lasseter came back after the European tour of A Bug's Life, he said, "I don't like it, let's redo everything."
Chapter 3: Reset Everything. In late 1988, Pixar asked Disney if they could move the date so that they could finish the movie on time, but Disney said no. Then came by March 1999. They finally got a story ready. Now they have 7 months to make the movie. The moment the entire Pixar crew was done with A Bug's Life, they were forced to do Toy Story 2. There was no stopping. It was all, we need to get this done, and we need to get that one done. So much so that some of the animators had carpal tunnel syndrome, strain injuries, and one animator in particular forgot to take their child to the daycare, and it was a sunny summer. Most of these came from the 2008 book, The Pixar Touch. Finally, fall in 1990 came, and the movie was done. Chapter 4: The Release and Everything After. Toy Story 2 premiered at the El Capitan Theater on November 12th, 1999, with a special screening also showing at CalArts. And when the toys came back to town on November 24th, 1999, it was shown with a 1986 Pixar short film, Luxo Jr., with intro text that said, "In 1986, Pixar Animation Studios produced their first film. This is why we have a hopping lamp in our logo." Also, I feel like it's worth mentioning, I think I might have heard a rumor somewhere that the film was originally planned for an IMAX release alongside the first movie, but Disney backed out because Disney. A month later, on Christmas Day 1999, they included a blooper reel during the credits. And when the film ended its theatrical run in 2000, it made $245 million domestically and $847 million worldwide. And after a 3D re-release in 2009 and any international re-releases, it bumped it up to $497 million worldwide as of 2024. But when it came to home media in 2000, Costco had 1,000 of the film's DVD, including a scene of the 2000 rated R film High Fidelity. The scene in question included a lot of F-bombs. They quickly recalled the 1,000 copies, and they blamed it on Technicolor. But that wasn't the only controversy the movie had to deal with. During one of the blooper reels, this happened.
Prospector, how about you?
And so you two are absolutely identical? You know, I'm sure I could get you a part in Toy Story 3. I'm sorry, are we back? Oh, all right.
And ever since the 2019 home media reissue and the Disney Plus release, the scene was taken out of the blooper reel.
Moral of the story, make sure you take your time making animation. Unless if you're Phil Lord and Christopher Miller.
Thanks for watching another episode of the series. I think after I'm done with episode 6, I might just take a quick summer hiatus from the series. I mean, these are the most interesting ones since these are the ones that I have to take the most time on. And I don't think I'll make another episode until like July after the episode 6. So yeah, expect that, and goodbye now.